Start a YouTube channel. Yes. And that lesson changed my life. Heart medication, namaphilisi BP kuyadura guys. So let's just learn to relax. See the zen, see the zen. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing good. I hope you are well. Thank you for clicking on this video. I am so excited that you're joining me as I review my 2019. I was sitting alone yesterday evening and I was thinking, wow, 2019 has come to an end. And guys, I don't care what science says, but time moves faster these days. I swear. Remember with Dallas Sesakula, I know when we were still little kids, we would wait for Christmas to come around like forever for us to actually get to where it is a Christmas. Like, you remember those times. We used to wait for Christmas to come around for like the longest time ever. But then these days, time just flies just like that. And Christmas, it feels like comes twice a year. But anyway, before I ramble on, in this video, I'll be reviewing my 2019, just looking back and seeing if I achieved any of the goals I had written at the beginning of the year, Before I move on to the whole new year, new me kind of thing, I need to review my 2019, where I came from and what I actually achieved and see what 2019 actually taught me. So let's get on with this video. Guys, let's be honest. 2019 was something else for Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe took a turn for the worst this year. I don't know, maybe it's just my opinion, but I feel like our country just took a nosedive and I could feel, most dreams being buried this year. I could feel most of us young adults being depressed, slipping into depression and people just being so stressed all the time. Begunga Zimbabwe, guys, this year. But that did not stop us from achieving our goals, right? I have a notebook here. Beginning of this year, I had written down my goals, a few things. Actually, I had written 1, 2, 3, 5. I had written 5 goals for 2019. Things that I wanted to achieve, things that I felt like I needed to get done, because I tend to procrastinate, the whole laziness train, and no more of that. So I'd written my resolutions in 2019, and that's what we're going to be looking at today and reviewing it, and me sharing with you guys the lessons that 2019 actually taught me. But anyway, let's look at my resolutions. So as I mentioned before, I had written down 5 resolutions. 2 of those may seem silly, but I needed to write them down because they are things that were affecting me mentally, and affecting my esteem a whole lot. So my resolution number 1 was figuring out a healthy hair routine, having a healthy hair journey, kind of figuring out what my hair needs, what my hair actually can sustain, what my hair needs for it to grow and stuff like that. It may seem ridiculous, but a woman's hair is her glory, so excuse me, I needed to take care of my hair. And I must say, my length, I don't know, my hair length, it might not have grown that much in terms of length, but my hair is a lot healthier this year. It doesn't break off as much as it used to. I don't know, unfortunately back then I didn't have the mind of taking before and after pictures, but hey, this is my hair now. I'm sure you can tell that it's a bit healthy, it's a bit it's somewhere there, so I'll continue with my journey into 2020. I believe that I need to continue with what I've been doing this year, and if you're interested in finding out my hair care routine, just comment down below and I'll share it with you. My second resolution sort of ties with the first one. It was for me to figure out a skincare routine, because I believed that when I looked good, I'd feel good, and when I felt good, I would do good. Well, that's a whole other thing on its own. I'll have to do a separate video on that, on how I had to build my self-esteem. But for 2019, I wrote that I had to figure out a skincare routine because I have super sensitive skin. I was diagnosed with acne, severe acne, and so for me to actually figure out products that worked with my skin has been, guys, it has been hectic. I tried everything from Sultan to Sultan is expensive, by the way. It did nothing for my skin. I tried a lot of things, and unfortunately, all I can say is that I'm still trying to figure that out because my skin is still. Anyway, I'm still trying to figure that out. My third resolution was my professional aspiration. So I'm a silver and water engineer by profession, and it is a male-dominated industry. And unfortunately, for us girls, we always have to work 10 times harder, just to be acknowledged as equal, just to be acknowledged as people who actually know what we're doing. So my aspirations for this year was to actually prove myself at work, to actually be diligent, to actually be exceptional, to actually have an excellent spirit at work. And guys, I don't want to lie, I believe I achieved that. Am I blowing my own horn? I don't know. But I believe that I achieved that because I remember beginning of this year, I was being treated like a student on attachment, which happens like almost all the time because people assume, like Nimzani guys, I'm petite, I have a petite frame. So when people see me, they always assume that I'm a student on attachment. Kuganti no, girls, girl boss, Kuganti no, like I want to be acknowledged as someone who is capable, as someone who is competent. And I believe that I did that this year at my workplace. I really worked hard this year and my responsibilities were increased. My remuneration was increased. Like money will never be enough, but I believe that it's significant in measuring growth to some extent. When at work they are increasing your wages, it means that they are acknowledging your value. They are actually noticing the work that you're putting on. But that's a story for another day. My resolution number 4, forgive me, I'll keep looking down because remember I have a notebook. My fourth resolution for this year was to acquire an asset. Now, unfortunately, guys, it's very difficult. Zimbabwe is just something else. I don't want to lie. So I couldn't acquire an asset, like a big asset like I wanted to do. But I'm glad that I got to register my name for a stand. Please do. If you haven't done that and you're a young adult, please go and register for a stand. It might take 10 years for a stand to actually come out, but it's something that is worth investing in. Just go register, just get it done. It's something that I wanted to do. I had been meaning to do for a long time, but for some reason I kept putting off until in 2019 I had to write it down and I had to actually go get it done. I may not get that stand for like the next 10 years or so, God forbid. But it's something that I did, baby steps, And my other resolution, the one that I'm most excited about, as I had written, I don't know if you guys cannot see, but I'll just grab a snapshot of my resolutions page and just insert it somewhere here as I speak on them. I had wanted to start a YouTube channel. Yes, I had wanted to start a YouTube channel in 2019, and I had challenges along the way. Like I had a lot of things that I had to overcome for me to actually get to be here. But as you can see, I'm here, I'm doing YouTube, and I'm so grateful that I actually managed to start. I had to save a lot of money to actually manage to buy a phone with a decent camera. I'm recording on my phone, by the way. I had to save a lot of money to buy a decent phone with a decent camera. I had to kind of talk myself into actually starting YouTube because it's something that I wanted to start. I'll be posting a video on why I started YouTube soon. Probably, I'm hoping by the time I post this, I don't know. I'll post it. It's either before or after I post this one, but you'll be seeing my reasons for wanting to start a YouTube channel. And I'm glad to say I did it. I actually did it. And so my YouTube is something that I want to continue doing in the year 2020. So it will be part of my 2020 resolutions to actually, continue with being a creator, to actually continue producing content and be consistent. But yeah, we'll have to continue, man. I must say, I believe I achieved like almost 80% of them. I believe so. And I got encouraged, ukuthi u-2020 uzathi I'm somewhere. I started something in 2019 that I'll continue to grow in the coming year. So yeah, now as for the lessons that 2019 actually taught me, they're good ones. They're good ones. I have 5 major lessons. I don't know, I keep doing everything in the number 5, but I don't know, I just like the number 5. So lesson number 1, I learned to just relax. I learned to just relax and just to let go. I realized that I was so heavy-hearted in between the months of May and August. I lost a lot of weight. I was so downhearted. I was feeling so much stress and feeling so much under pressure until I got to a point where I was like, you know what? I need to stop. I need to trust God's plan. That's number 1. I need to trust God's plan for me because He has plans to prosper me, give me a future and an expected end. And also, I learned that I could not carry the weight of Zimbabwe on my shoulders. I could not carry the stress of Zimbabwe on my shoulders because Zimbabwe in Zimbabwe, guys. That's the honest truth. So if you take things personally and if you try and carry the burden of Zimbabwe on your shoulders, it will just weigh you down. So I learned in the year 2019 to just let it go, to just relax, to just take it one day at a time. Because I realized that tomorrow has its own troubles, tomorrow has its own problems. So I cannot ruin today by worrying about tomorrow. So I just learned to take it one day at a time and just to relax and to breathe. We need to learn to breathe as young adults. We need to learn to breathe as Zimbabweans. We just need to learn to breathe, period. Because the stress can weigh us down and we don't want us to develop like heart problems and stuff like that because heart medication, BP, get dura, guys. So let's just learn to relax. Sibe zen, sibe zen. So my second lesson that I learned in the year 2019, and this changed my life. I was reading this book called Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. And one of the biggest lessons that I took from that book was the fact that I can learn whatever I need to learn to achieve whatever I need to achieve. That may sound simple, but to actually get it done is something else. I realized that I can learn whatever skill that I need to learn to achieve whatever goal I have. For example, YouTube. I've been wanting to start YouTube for the longest time, but I didn't know video editing and I couldn't start, until I realized that, wait, I can actually learn video editing. I can actually find tutorials. I can actually find people who can help me learn. And today, here I am. I have my own channel. It's still sinking in, guys. I'm still excited about it. And thank you that you're here. You're helping me realize my goal and my dream of actually being a content creator. So thank you for that. The other lesson that 2019 taught me was that if you don't ask, the answer will always But no, I know that sounds cliche, but guys, it is absolutely true. For example, I don't know the unemployment rate in Zimbabwe, but it's a crazy number, like 90% or something like that. Most graduates are not employed. Like, no one is hiring, guys. And if you do not ask, if you don't put yourself out there and actually ask for jobs, not just apply for jobs, but ask, follow up, just ask, the answer will always be no. I'll do a separate video on that, but where I'm currently working at the moment, guys, I had to put myself out there and I had to actually learn this art of asking, because if you don't ask, the answer will always be no. Put yourself out there. If there's something that you need, just ask. If there's something that you need, just ask. It's as simple as that, and it will change your life. Trust me. The other lesson, what else did I learn? I wrote it down, so that, because guys, I can go off on a tangent, so I had to write things down. So the other lesson that I learned was to not always be money driven. I know that money answers all things, and money actually makes the world go round. That's a fact we cannot run away from. But I realized that my being money driven, thinking about everything from a monetary point of view, was actually depressing me, because I was earning peanuts at work and the Zimbabwean currency just took a nosedive. So I realized that thinking of everything from a monetary point of view was just stressing me. I would get money and I'll be so stressed up. I'll start cross-rating. I'm like, oh my God, so if I have this much, how much is it in US dollars? How much is it in the rands? And it was just depressing me so much, and it was stopping me from actually achieving my goals. So I realized that I needed to stop thinking of everything from a monetary point of view. If I wanted a job, I needed to learn to accept a job that I actually wanted to do without regarding the salary that they were giving me. Because thinking of everything from a monetary point of view will actually limit your growth. Money will come eventually, guys. That's what I've learned. Money will come eventually. Just do what you love. Pick a hobby, find something that actually sparks joy in you, and do it, even if it doesn't bring any revenue. I know we're supposed to be chasing multiple streams of income and, growing and whatnot, but being money driven will stop you from actually doing things that you actually love. Because these days, all of us are always on this side hustle business, and we have adopted a mentality of monetizing our gifts, of monetizing everything that we love doing, and it robs us of the joy of actually doing those things, because it won't not a little value, guys. And if you think of everything from a monetary point of view, you will actually not enjoy life. You will not explore. You will not do anything worthwhile. For example, I traveled this year. Yes, I took a trip with my friends to Kariba. I'll insert a few pictures. Yeah, we're looking cute. It was fun, because I just realized that if I started thinking on the fact that, oh my God, it's so expensive, how many zeros will I be spending, I was never going to do it. So stop thinking of everything from a monetary point of view. If something means something to you, if something is important to you, and it sparks joy in you, just go for it. Just do it. Even if it doesn't bring you any money, just go for it, guys. Because life is too short. If we were to do everything from a money perspective, we will actually be miserable. Because again, one note, guys, but where the RTGS, ZWL, dollar, it doesn't satisfy anyone. So let's stop thinking about things from a monetary point of view and actually start living. So, yeah, that is what 2020 taught me. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope it was helpful to you as we are venturing into 2020 and doing the whole new me, new year type of thing. I hope that those lessons that I shared with you will actually, carry you into the next year and actually help you achieve your goals. I'm hoping, guys, I'm hoping that I actually stay on this mentality, actually stay on this bandwagon of, doing what I love and actually putting myself up there and asking for things. Actually acquire whatever skill I need to acquire to achieve whatever goal I have. And yeah, that's it from me, guys. I'll catch you in my next one. Later.